might not believe it, but in between all of this brick and mortar in the heart of the CBD, there is a tiny slice of paradise. Today we get to know the names and the people behind Sisters on Adderley, and of course, just a little bit of history between where it started and where it is now. So I have to ask, I've walked past this place so many different times, and you always see all of these beautiful flowers, all of these beautiful mensa, and this is the place to buy flowers in Cape Town. But what, for you guys, what makes this place so special?
This place is in existence from 1800 and some odd years, and this used to be a farm, a mill. The owner used to be Lightfoot. He statues at the bottom of our market. And basically back in the day, in that century, the people used to stand in a row in Adderley Street, in a line. And Lightfoot obviously saw what is happening because they were standing in a row. And then he left his farm, his mill, to the flower sellers of Adderley Street. And he left it in a trust to the flower sellers only. So nobody can take it away, not even the government, not even the city. It's left in a trust. Flower sellers only. So that is where this area comes from. It's called now 13 on Adderley Street today, Trafalgar Place.
It's so incredible to hear because, in a 21st century setting, people always moving so fast, we don't always appreciate the beautiful natural things in our environment.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that this is, for flower sellers only, and that's how it's going to stay. It keeps it alive.
Yeah.
Now, I know you guys are the third generation working for your beautiful business. What do you think are some reasons you guys have been so successful over the years, especially in your third generation?
Can I answer? It's commitment. You need to be totally committed. You need to persevere in a lot of things, in the circumstances, things happening around you. I mean, over the years, there's been so much things happening in Cape Town. I mean, they change all the time. The buildings get renewed all the time. People changed all the time. Over the generation, a lot of things happen. But you need to make it work. Because, I mean, we don't have parking. You need to make it work with social media. You need to make it work with what you are doing and how you are doing it. Because, it's because of the love of people that keeps you here. Because it's not just about selling flowers. It's more about loving what you are doing. So if you have that passion of what you are doing and you do it to the best of your ability, it will succeed. I believe that. And yes, we got a lot of people coming and going, and we got, over the years, there's been just a lot happening. But we have to just go with the flow, and we have to just stand. You need to stand, and that's the main thing. You need to just stand and have that patience and do what you have to do best of your ability. And that is the motivation that pushed us to where we are today.
Listen, you're even motivating me here. I'm like, maybe I should go into the flower business. I know you guys grew up, working for your Oma.
Yes.
As I said, you're third generation already, and I know it's going to go into the fifth generation, I'm sure.
Yes.
What do you think is so special, and what's the significance about having this family business passed down from one generation to the other?
It's just a blessing for us that we could learn from my granny. And I was like 8 years old, she was like probably 9 years old, 10 years old.
Yes.
When granny pulled us in to come and work here and do all the hard work. And so we started to love helping granny, and she taught us how to make bunches. Like the proteus back then was a big thing in Cape Town. And that is how we started to learn, and she was the one, granny's right hand. She used to work by the box in front. When we say box, there was truffles here. It wasn't like it was today. And then she used to help the customers with granny. I, on the other hand, had to go stand on the pavement and go run up and down to go get a customer. At that time, it was 1 rand a bunch.
Yes, when we started.
1 rand a bunch, 3 bunches for 2 rand. And that was my, in fact, that is what Granny told me, go get the customer there on the pavement, and she helped with the more lorry door people that used to want to buy in front of the boards, you know, we call it the boards that time. So that is what Granny taught us, and I think stemming from that and coming from that, we just fell in love with the flowers, the passion was there, and we carried on like that. After school, when school was finished, we used to come here and just started creating. And when Granny wasn't there anymore, Granny left us now for 36 years ago. The two of us decided that we're gonna start to do our own business together. And we started very small. 3-4 buckets at a time, but today we got hundreds of buckets of flowers. That is what we just wanted to be, the passion for the flowers, meeting new people. We love doing something good for somebody else and different, you know. So I think that is what we wanted. I'm not a one to go sit in the office. I want to be outside, fresh air, look at everything, free spirit, you know. So that is where I say I'm coming from. Alice is the same. She used to go study, she used to go to university. So, but I think come and do our own thing. And today we are together in this business. I think that's now in the 1908. We 35 years together together as partners. That's why we named ourselves sisters on Adderley. So and not once we had an argument. That is how we respect each other. And that is how you must build your business on.
In 35 years, no arguments?
No.
If you do have an argument, it's
Very slightly.
yeah, it's like
I just raised my voice,
nothing.
that's all.
Listen, my mind is still stuck on the fact that you guys said that bunches of flowers used to be 1 rand
Yeah.
or 2 rand for 2. That is insane.
Does.
I know.
Bunches for 2 days.
I mean, that's so, it's crazy to think about. I know our viewers at home are going to be sitting here watching these 2 beautiful women in front of them talking about flowers so passionately and thinking, but what tips do you guys have for us to keep flowers, you know, alive for a little bit longer? Do you guys have any tips or tricks people should know about?
What you know what I normally tell the people is a ice block in your water like every day. I strongly believe in just cold water. But there is flowers that you need to put in hot water first and then in cold water. But we do that normally, like the sunflowers, the queen ants, lace. You can even the hydrangeas. Every flower, any flower that is drooping, you can first put it in a little bit of hot water and then into the cold water. But if you want, I remember many years back, this one customer came to the market and she's like, I want roses, and if my roses is not going to last me 3 weeks, then I'm not coming back. And then she came, and I gave her roses, and believe me, she came back and she said that roses lasted 3 weeks. So I had a customer. But it's also,
She prayed on it.
it's also the quality you buy, eh? It depends really on the quality of flowers that you buy, that you give your customers. So yeah, we tend to just buy a better quality, charge a bit more, then you know you got a customer for life.
Exactly. No, that makes so much sense. Listen, I've had so much fun learning about the rich history behind this beautiful flower spot here in the heart of the CBD. And of course, you know that if you need those special flowers for that wonderful occasion, then make sure that you support the woman thriving in business behind the name Sisters on Adderley. 13 Adderley Street, we'll see you there, but right now it's time to go back to City Living in studio.